What's up, everybody? I feel like it's a good time to bring up an important topic for me, something that I've been thinking about for a long time now. Why isn't paid gear backwards compatible in Last Cloudia? Really, let's really stop and think about this, guys. You get a character, and he has, a reskinned character, and he has some unique gear that applies to him. Why wouldn't his other form, his reskin form, be able to use that gear? It is still the same character. And I think, especially in my situation right now, this is a good question to raise because I have Lily, right? I have Lily. Where is that girl? There's that little devil. Oh man, Lily is evil. It's been confirmed. She's evil. Okay, wings from arms. Lily is evil. So if I go to equip her, and I should also point out, we did get another facelift here in Last Cloudia. They are kind of reorganizing how all of our tabs are set up, skill set and equipment. So this is pretty cool. It makes things a little bit easier. It's going to take a little bit of, getting used to, but we will all get there. Overall, these are changes for the better. But if I go to equip an item, unfortunately for me, Lily's bone scythe staff doesn't even come up here. It's unfortunate. If I go to her armor, none of these paid items that I did get, let's just make sure and double check that I did get, none of those are going to come up, and it's just kind of unfortunate because I feel like this would potentially, this would make paid gear more applicable, right? Even if you couldn't pull the reskinned version of the character you're trying to get and you get some of his paid gear along the way, maybe you can put it on his other form, his weaker form, right? I don't think this is going to break the game. I don't think there's some kind of crazy superpower combo that you can make with an older character by equipping his reskinned paid gear to him, right? Let's see. Let's just look at Lily's weapon real quick. And I know that thing's here. It just looks really cool, right? If I equipped this onto Lily, the original Lily, I don't think this is going to break the game. This thing is going to give 166 int, which is really what I want for her, and the MP. It also gives 101 strength, cool, and its dark attribute. Advocate of God Lily only. Dark damage 10% and dark damage cap plus 500. I don't think this is going to break the original Lily. And it's still Lily. It just does not make sense. Lily should be able to equip anything that Lily gets. Whether Lily has fairy wings on her back or not. She should still be able to use this scythe. Now, some would argue she can't even hold this scythe if she's not floating up in the air because this thing is like twice her size. But I think I still have a very valid point. If anything, this is going to make your paid equipment more applicable. People are going to actually be able to use some of this gear even if they didn't pull the character. And really think about that because that puts a little bit more equity into these items, right? It's like getting Theria's little black dress from the Christmas event. I still have that little black dress. Why couldn't Theria equip it, right? Why couldn't I put that little black dress on Theria the healer instead of Theria the crazy light damage mage? It's not going to break the game. Right, not at all. It's going to give a small power boost to the original character. I think that's good, right? Because if you're reskinning a character, obviously you're coming out with a more powerful version of that character already. Why not make it so that we can, if we don't pull that character, we can still use those items to power up the original character, and that way those items get more use. Players are just more happy all around because they don't have a piece of equipment sitting around that nobody's ever going to use, like my little black dress that I only wear on Sundays now. I just think that this would be a good idea. I think paid gear should be backwards compatible And that's why I'm making this vid. We need to get the point across to Aidis. Now, maybe there's something I'm not seeing here. Maybe this is a terrible idea. Maybe this will just break the game. And I'm just not seeing it. So, please leave me a comment. Let me know. Hit like if you agree. If you don't agree, if you don't think that paid gear should be backwards compatible, please let me know why. Let me know how it's going to break the game, or what it's going to do. But I really think this is an issue that we should maybe bring up to Aidis and let them think about it for a little bit, because this is something that would just make overall gameplay better. It would make players more happy. You would actually be able to use some of the stuff that you're not using, and overall it would make for a better gaming experience. And it's not hurting anybody, right? And actually, on the plus side of this gives people a reason to do more pulls, even if they don't think they're going to get the character. Hey, I'm probably not going to get this character in this next 10 pull, but I know that I'll get enough hero credentials from this next 10 pull to get a piece of equipment that I can put on the other form of the character that I already have. That does give you more incentive to do that one extra 10 pull, to get those extra 20 hero credentials. It's going to lead to people doing more pulls because they can feasibly get something that they can actually use from those pulls. Yeah, they're going to have to put it on an older version of the character, but I think Lily here is a prime example of this. She's still a powerful mage. I should still be able to use this limited character, even if there's a reskinned version of her. And I just feel like I would be way better off if I could actually equip some of Lily's paid gear to Lily. It's not like I'm trying to give this to Kyle. It's not like I'm trying to have Kyle drag this scythe around behind him. No, I want to give it to Lily. So, and unfortunately, it's only for Advocate of God Lily. I guess when she's in her other form, she's not advocating for whatever crazy pixie dark reaper demon god that she's repping. So, I don't know. Like I said, leave me a comment, guys. Let me know what you think of this. But I've been thinking about this probably for the past few hours. I think it's pretty solid, right? I think my reasoning here is good. I think this is going to help everybody all around. It's even going to help Aidis because it's going to give some of their players more incentive to just do that extra 10 pull, right? Because at least you're getting that piece of equipment, and that equipment is now applicable whether or not you pull that new hero. If you have the old version of the hero, and we should talk about this because this is going to start happening more and more. Right, Last Cloudia is reskinning more and more heroes and kind of recycling them and putting them out. Can we get some backwards compatibility? Aidis, can you take a page from Sony's playbook? Can we get some backwards compatible gear? That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If I missed something, I'd really like to know, because maybe that is a terrible idea that's going to break the game, and I'm just not seeing it, and I need to take a step back, and I don't know. You guys tell me if there's a flaw in this. Please let me know. So other than that, I hope you all have an awesome day, and best of luck on this banner, this crazy banner. I would say I'm sure you're going to have better luck than me because I didn't get the character, but I still have to count my lucky stars because I finally got a UR arc. Finally got a UR arc without actually having to wail for it. It was pretty wild. And it wasn't a dupe. Real talk. I mean, as soon as I actually saw something turn green, before the word dupe could even come out of my brain, it already popped up and it was the new arc. And I was like, oh, holy cow. Compared to last time where, I had to pull 3 green orbs and 2 of them were dupes right off rip, this is much better for me. So, it's kind of funny because I just kind of thought, you know what? I just won't go with the whole mage, light and dark, power. I'll just have more of a physical, skill-based account for now. But I got one of the best mage arcs in the game. I'm gonna have to make some kind of use out of it. I just feel like it's a waste if the thing is just sitting there not getting used. I finally have 3 UR arcs on this account. I can feasibly run 3 characters in a party, each one of them with their own UR arc. So I'm going to want to do that, obviously, you know. So, yeah, I'm going to have to build up a Lily. Somebody even mentioned something about Roland. That Roland could be some kind of gnarly tank caster, potentially with, you know, this new arc. And, you know, since I have Roland, and I have this arc now, just kind of kicking dust around, you know, I might actually have to look into that. I might actually have to look into that. You could get a very tanky caster. At least that's the idea. This is just, you know, some of the things that I was spitballing with other people. But I'm going to have to look into that and just exactly see what I could do with this arc. And that's what brings me right back to Lily. Because obviously, when you're talking about light and dark damage, Lily's still one of the best candidates for that, even if you're talking about old school Lily. So this gives me a little bit more incentive to power Lily up, right? But as far as this banner goes, I do think I'm done. I'm going to do the dailies on it. I really don't think I'm going to get the new version of Lily. I will just do dailies on it and be very happy with what I got to work with now. So this account has a lot of work to do on it now, just so I can try to find my way and figure out what I actually want to do, you know, with casters, maybe mess around with Roland. Also, let's see, what is her name? What is her name? Where is this girl? Where is my favorite little breaker and dark damager? She's obviously not that special because I scrolled over her lickety split. Where did that girl go? Are you kidding me? Alright. Not Melza. Reaper Melza. She could be pretty cool. Oh, here we go. Tinkeely. Nocturnal. Or what? Nocturne Taniki. Tinkeely. Nocturne Tinkeely. Yeah, this one. This girl posing with her little butt out. Adorable. Always love this sprite. She's shucking and jiving. Just great character. This girl can do a lot of damage. Big MCC has actually built this character up, and he did tell me right off rip that she is pretty effing amazing. Tons and tons of breaks, and a ton of dark damage. So that arc would effectively power this girl up. So, you know, I have this to work on. I can put that arc on Tinkeely here and go do a bunch of dark magic damage. Or I could put that arc on OG Lily and do some light damage. Luckily for me, I did choose to go the light path with Lily. And by that I mean, when I got her paid accessory, I got the one that increases light damage, or the one that has a chance to lower light resistance. Because I did know that, you know, if I was going to build Lily, she was primarily going to be doing light damage for me. Because I just have so many characters doing dark damage. And Tinkeely here is one of them. And Millium. So I just have a lot of different forms of dark damage. I decided to go with light with Lily. So, and that's cool because now Lily's still going to be useful. Because if I ever need to bust out a bunch of Shining Zocs, Lily's going to be my go-to, right? And as far as light magic damage goes, I actually think that's probably the most powerful light magic mage that I have on this account, right? Unfortunately, this arc isn't really going to help Monster Yoda out. Like, this guy is a mage, but I don't think he's really going to be able to do anything with that arc at all, unless he's casting light and dark. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to see what I can do with that, because maybe I could set this guy up with his super high intelligence to cast light and dark spells and just get some kind of bonus off of that arc. I just think Tinkeely would probably get more out of it than Yoda, so I would just probably bring Tinkeely in the first place. But hey, for a makeshift situation, my Yoda is way more built than Tinkeely, right? He's awakened, he's level 98. So if I had to clear something out right now, at least I have that option. I can put that new UR arc on Monster Yoda and power up his light and dark by a little bit, if those are the spells that he has to cast. But like I said, I'm probably going to go the Tinkeely way with this. So a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to look over, right? But yeah, let's talk about this, guys. Let me know if I actually have a good idea here. I think it's good. I do. I think this one's good. And hopefully we get enough traffic. We can let Aidis know. We can let Aidis know, and that maybe they can start thinking about this and actually do something awesome for their players that I'm sure everybody would appreciate, because this would affect everybody probably in a positive way. So, yeah, let's get on with it, everybody. And best of luck today on all of your pulls, right? And let me know what you got. Let me know how good your luck was today. Peace, everybody.